What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, hope you guys are doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope you guys have had a great Wednesday. Hope you guys are looking forward to the divisional round of the 2022 NFL season. You guys know what time it is tonight, man. Time for another live 2023 fantasy football mock draft as requested by you guys and with you guys with the Catch fam. You guys know what it is, man. We're going to talk some fantasy football tonight. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some NFL playoffs tonight. It's going to be a great stream. So hit that like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button, of course, if you guys are new to the channel, and hop in the live chat. Let me know what's popping. Let's get it going. All right, so you guys are fiending for this link. So link is live on Discord and link is live in the YouTube chat. No random order tonight. Whatever spot you pick is your spot. So I like to switch that up. Some nights we do a random order. Some nights we do whatever you pick is what you're stuck with. Tonight we're going with that route. So whatever you pick is where you're picking from. And I took 1.12. I haven't done one of these mocks lately with you guys where I pick from 1.12. So I wanted 1.12. It's a nice little spot. I enjoy the 12th overall spot. So I don't know. I know some of you guys like that spot, so I kind of feel bad, but I'm going to roll with it tonight. So, all right, guys, 2 spots left. 1 spot left. We got Chase Brown at 1.8. What's up, Chase? So, yeah, I'm going to hop in the live chat, see what's up, guys. And, yeah, 1 spot left. So, there we go. There we go. All right. Let me pull up one thing here. And as soon as we get spot 7 filled, we're going to kick off right away. So let me just make sure everyone who was waiting on Discord, I didn't tag everyone, so let me make sure. All right, now it's spot 6. Link is live. Everyone. Boom. All right, so that's taken care of, and we'll get this spot filled any second. All right, let's see who's up in the live chat. We got Prey in the house. Tox is in the house. Was good, bro. Hope you guys are doing great. Coast to Coast, what's up, man? Good to have you. And draft is full. So like I said, we're not wasting any time tonight. Not wasting any time. So we're kicking off another live 2023 fantasy football mock draft. A way too early fantasy football mock draft. With the Catch fam, Prey, you're at 1.1. Get ready. Let's do it. All right, as usual, full PPR, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end, a flex, kicker, defense, and 5 bench spots. So, Brian, what's up, bro? Looks like you got in here, so let's go. Let's go. Albert, what's up, man? Godfather, great to have you guys tonight. Appreciate you guys in the house. Praise says, 21, can you do something for me? Micah, what's up? Kyrie was good, my guy. Hello, hello. Appreciate you guys being in the house tonight. Talks, I got logged out of sleeper, almost missed out by landing the 1.5. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Glad you're in here tonight, man. Always great to have you in the house, man. Let me know what's up with you guys, man. Let me know how everyone is doing. Let me know what matchup you guys are most looking forward to this weekend. Let me know what's going on with you guys. What movies have you watched? What shows have you watched? What games are you playing? What's going on in your life? What did you eat for dinner? Let me know what's up, man. Want to talk to you guys tonight. All right, Smokey, what's good, bro? We got the push. Let's go. So you hit the parlay. J-Dubs, what's up? Did I say what's up to you yet? What up, dude? What's up, Kyrie? What up? What up? Chase Brown's in the house. What's up, Chase? Good to have you tonight, man. Thomas, what's good, bro? Hello, hello. Got the Catch fam in full force tonight. Albert, hello, hello. I already said what's up to Albert, my bad. Andrea, what's going on? Good to have you. How are you doing? Appreciate you guys being out here tonight. Talks, I hate having 1.1 because I could go 3 different ways. Prefer 1.5. Makes you think a little bit, right? Yeah, was it 2 nights ago? I had like 1.6 or 1.5, and I was like, oh, who do I want to go with here? I went with Chase. I think it was at 1.6. It was nice singing, wasn't it, Prey? Yeah, Jacobs, the best ball looked pretty good for you. But I hope it turns out good for you, bro. Did I? I think I responded, but if I didn't, it looked good, man. Kyrie got JJ at 3. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. It's just going to depend on who's, if you're at like 1.3, who's drafting before you. Do they want to start their draft with the running back, or do they want to start with the receiver and JJ? So, I'm not too entirely surprised, to be honest. But we've seen JJ go pretty early. All right, so I might switch it up tonight. This is tough. This is tough. There's some intriguing players available, to say the least. Oh, this is tough, man. Ah, you guys left some talent on the board. I'll take Henry, and I'll take Jacobs. Oh, I almost went double receiver there. I'm going to go double running back because by the time we get back to the 3.12, there are going to be like no running backs available. But there are some intriguing players sitting there for sure. All right, first round. We got CMC, Eckler, JJ, Barkley, Kelsey, Chase, Kupp, Diggs, Hill, Adams. A lot of receivers there in a row. JT, Derrick Henry. Going into the second, we've got Jacobs off the board. Smokey hit but lower payout. Well, hey, as long as he profited, that's all that matters, right, man? Talks, I hate passing on Chase, but Kelsey, high value. It's going to be really interesting to see where Kelsey goes next year. You know, 2 years ago, we had Kelsey going in the top 6, and I think it's going to be that way. I was actually really surprised that this past year that didn't happen in a lot more leagues. He was really going at the end of the first, beginning of the second. I think just with the dominant year he had, 100-point, differential compared to the next tight end, he's definitely going to go in that top 6 range for sure. So I don't think it's too crazy, but I know it's tough to, the 1.5, 1.7 area, like those couple of picks, even like up to 1.8 is a really interesting spot. Like, and even 1.4. Like the first top three players going into next year, I feel like are pretty solidified, and are probably going to be solidified, like, going into the summer, right? Barring any injuries or anything crazy, CMC, Eckler, JJ are going to be your guys. But literally, I take back half of what I just said. Starting at 1.4 to like 1.12, it's still really up there. Like we saw, Barkley go at 1.44 tonight. We've seen Barkley go at the end of the first, at like 1.9, 1.8, even 1.10 in some drafts we've done so far. So we've seen Kelsey go anywhere from like 1.5 to 1.8, 1.9. Then you got a plethora of players: Chase, Kupp, Diggs, Hill, Adams, JT, Henry, Jacobs. All those guys can go in the first, right? CD Lamb can go at the end of the first, So, I don't know. I really think the first round outside of those top 3 picks, as the offseason continues to, progress, those picks are going to kind of come and go. So we'll see what happens. All right, second round here. Started with Jacobs. We got Walker, Lamb, Brown, Cook, Debo, Amon-Ra, Pollard, Bijan Robinson, DeAndre Swift, Chubb off the board, and one more selection here in the second round before we move into the third. All right, let's see. Elliot's in the house. Was good, bro? How are you doing? Good to have you tonight. How you been, man? Andrea had chicken tonight. Can never go wrong with some chicken. I had salmon, and I made a chickpea salad. It was tasty. Talks a few days ago was picking at 1.7. Eckler and Kelsey were both on the board. I was so confused. Yeah, Eckler definitely should not be available right now. J-Dub says, I'm going to get weird. Let's see it. Yeah, I almost went Lamb and Brown at 1.12, 2.1. All right, T. Higgins wraps up the second round of Prey, and he starts the third round with DK Metcalf. Kyrie, and 90% of mock drafts, JJ is the number 1 pick always. Yeah, from the mocks we've done, it's really fluctuated between those three players: CMC, Eckler, JJ. But definitely depends on who you're drafted with. Barkley at 4 is way too high. I think by the time, we're just so early into things, but by the time we're rankings going into next year have really been solidified, you're going to see Barkley go in the top 6. I really believe that. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's your RB5 on the year, and the Giants are only improving. So I really think Barkley in the second round will probably change as things go on here. Marco, what's good, bro? Unfortunately, I can't draft tonight because I got to study for midterms tomorrow, but I'm glad to listen. Let's go, bro. I appreciate you hanging out tonight, and good luck on your midterms, man. And study up. Study up. Smokey, Barkley, Chase, Kelsey, CMC, TD. I don't hate it by any means. You look at this past weekend, like, we had such high-scoring games. Like, obviously, the Bengals-Ravens, not as high-scoring. But you still like Chase and Dobbins score in that game, who were like really popular for anytime TD props. And then the Buccaneers, only put up 14 points. So, but outside of that, like, anytime touchdown scores this past weekend were like pretty good, just because he had such high scoring games, except for Ezekiel Elliott, of course, who I needed to score. But outside of that, like, you had so many players score touchdowns. So, yeah, it's interesting. I think this coming weekend we're going to see high-scoring games again when you really look at these matchups. So, it's obviously always risky to go for anytime TD anytime TD props, but like, yeah, could I see Barkley, Chase, Kelsey, and CMC scoring this weekend for sure? Personally, I like CMC and Chase the most, but like, yeah, could Kelsey or Barkley score for sure? Oh, yeah, I meant to say that at the beginning of the stream, J-Dub's rookies are in officially. Yeah, we got rookies. Talks, I thought that was Brian Robinson. Yeah. It is not. Elliot, that Hill A.J. Brown start exactly what I did last weekend here. It's fun. Yeah, I was just worried about what running backs would be available at 3.12. And looking at who's sitting here, it's not too bad. There's still value for sure. But Henry and Jacobs makes me feel pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Kenneth Walker not taking the second round, end of the second, or beginning of the second. So, right at 2.2. I mean, Walker is another player who we've seen go at the at the second round and beginning of the first round. Like, really, this has been kind of all over the place so far. So, all right, third round, we got Metcalf, Hall, Najee, Etienne, Jones, Javonte. 3 quarterbacks gone, and Hurts, Allen, and Mahomes, and a little bit of Garrett Wilson sprinkled in there at 3.9. Yeah, J-Dub's rookies are officially in here, which I know I just said, but yeah, they're out there, man. So I don't know enough to draft rookies, so I'm going to let you guys handle that. I'm going to let you guys educate me. Good pick there. If Waddle did not get picked there, definitely going Waddle here, but definitely a good pick there. Where do I want to go? I mean, definitely players worth pondering here. I'm going to take Mixon. I'm just going to be like done at running back. And I'm going to take my boy. Take Devonta Smith off the board. Let's go. All right, into the fourth round we go. So Waddle and Mixon wrap up the third. Devonta Smith takes us into the fourth round. So we got 1 tight end off the board, 3 quarterbacks, everything else just running backs and receivers. Let's go. All right, man, so tomorrow night, Steven and I will be on. And we will hop into our divisional round playoff predictions. So, should be a fun stream. I think we're going to roll at 7 p.m. Eastern time. but I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know in Discord tomorrow. So should be a good time, man. Pray, John, using my triple RB strat. Well, you didn't do that tonight. Yeah, I'm mixing it up here. See what happens. Triple RB, my favorite, says Brian. Oh. Looks like you did the same thing, right? Talk Stevenson at 4.3. I was hoping no one would scroll up. Yeah. Stevenson, a really good value there at 4.3. I mean, what was your RB 8 on the season? RB 7 if we're including week 18. Oh. Yeah, man. Had a great year. And Damian Harris will be a free agent next year, so who knows if he'll be a... probably won't be a Patriot, knowing how they do things. So, all right, Christian Watson gone at 4.4. Chris Godwin gone at 4.5. J-Dub's going 4 receivers. Going with that best ball strat. J.K. Dobbins gone. Pray I use it every mock until I got bored. Yeah, man, it's good to switch it up. Switch up your strategies here and there for sure, man. All right, Keenan Allen gone. Mark Andrews gone. Talks with the double tight end approach. Getting crazy in here, man. All right, so Jags Chiefs Saturday afternoon. Giants Eagles Saturday night. Man, I think that Jags Chiefs game is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Bengals Bills Sunday at 3. Cowboys at 9 or 6:30 on Sunday. Yeah, I've got a feeling we're going to have a lot of points scored again this weekend. I don't know if you guys agree, but we'll see what happens. Talks, my strat is tight end 1 and tight end 2. Andrews are tight end 3 on the year. Hawkinson's tight end 2. But I get what you're saying. I think I do. All right, Burrow's gone, Hopkins gone, Cooper gone, Connor's gone to wrap up the 4th, and into the 5th we'll go. I feel like we're moving pretty fast tonight. Talks, I took Andrews and Pitts in Dynasty. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Talks, I just hoard tight ends. Everyone else hates the position. All right, Lockett's gone to start the 5th. A nice pick there by Prey, and Hawkinson's gone. Taylor gang at 5.2. Kamara's gone at 5.3. Andrea Bills for me. I'm torn on that game. I'm not going to lie. I am torn on that game. I'm torn on like every game this weekend so far. Like I just have a feeling there's going to be one upset out there. For me, I feel like the Bengals-Bills game, there's not really an upset. Like, I know the Bills are the favorite, but I feel like those two teams are so close in terms of their build. The Chiefs are the obvious favorite against the Jags. The Eagles, obvious favorite against the Giants. The Niners, obvious favorite against the Cowboys. And the Bills are the favorite against the Bengals, but I still feel like that. Like, when I'm looking at those two teams, I feel like it's much closer overall right now. So, that game I'm really torn on. And, like, my gut says Chiefs, Eagles, Niners. And those 3 matchups. But I just feel like there's got to be one game with an upset, you know? Talks to no wide receiver strat. Hey, I'm good at that, man. Try it out. Jags or the Giants are going to win for no reason, right? I feel like one of those two might pull it off. For real. I agree. Thomas, I can see Dallas going down for sure. Division matchup. Ooh, man. Dallas looked pretty good this past weekend, but the Buccaneers and Niners are 2 very different teams. I just don't know at the end of the day, like, no matter what Dallas does, I don't know. I just don't see a world where the Niners can't compete against it, you know? I mean, I know, like, a lot of people are counting Dallas out, but I'm not. But I just think that the Niners are a better team at the end of the day. Andrew, I think the Giants is upset. I'm kind of leaning that way too. I leaned that way last week. I was so mad because I called every game last week. The only game, like, I was torn on the Bucks, Cowboys, and of course I didn't make a single bet, you know. All right, 5th round, we got Lockett, T-Hawk, Kamara. We got a rookie off the board. Can I look at rookie cards yet? I don't know why it doesn't let me do it. Okay. I don't know why it does that every time I click on a rookie. Fields is gone. Herbert's gone. Mike Williams, Judy. We got Gibbs. J-Dubs, educate me on Gibbs. Brian, educate me on Smith. And I need you guys. All right, Ridley's gone at 5.10. 2 more picks here in the 5th round. Talks Giants are getting healthy and have a really good coach. I could see it, but the Jags have the 2023 MVP. They've got your MVP, bro. That's for sure. Thomas, wish I would have picked Barkley in our playoff league. I don't know what that noise was I just got on my end. That was weird. Okay. All right. Okay, let me make some picks here. Wow, Zeke and Mike Evans still sitting here. Interesting. I really don't feel like I need to draft another running back. So, I'm not going to do that. I'll pick up Scary Terry. Why am I getting noise when my noise is off? I'll go Kirk tonight. Why am I getting... I gotta reload this or something. I don't know why I'm getting... Oh, it's on this screen. Okay, jeez. Okay, we're good now. All good. All right, so J-Dub says Gibbs, my number 2, coming out of the draft. A little light, but mass talent, kind of like Swift, Aaron Jones profile. Okay. Yeah, I need you guys to educate me on rookies. For sure. I need your guys' knowledge. All right, T-Law's off the board here as we move into the 6th round. How is Pittman's fantasy value when they trade him to the Bears in the package for the first pick? It goes up for sure, you know. Interesting thing is, you know, the question right now is, like, how much does Fields develop into a better passer next year? Like, do I think he can do it? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But obviously, when you look at his passing numbers this past year, they weren't phenomenal by any means, you know. His rushing ability is what's making him the player he is, you know. So when we look at next year, let's say he gains Michael Pittman, right? You got Mooney will come back healthy at some point. You got Claypool still on that team, right? Or is he gonna be under contract next year? You got Kmet. You got a Herbert at the backfield. And it just depends if Monty gets re-signed, but he's gonna be more of like your traditional running back, right? So definitely plenty of weapons here. But the question is, like, how well does Fields develop into a better passer? Like, look at Josh Allen early in his career, was not the passer that he is today. Look at Jalen Hurts early in his career, was not the passer he is today. So I definitely think that Fields can do it. You know, I don't want to go out and compare him to Josh Allen or the success that Jalen Hurts has had this past season, but I definitely think that he can accomplish it. So, where does that bring Pittman's value? I think Pittman will be just fine if he is theoretically a Bear. So, I don't know. I feel like I made 20 points there. I guess Pittman could magically be next year A.J. Brown to Fields, Jalen Hurts, yeah. Probably a different comp than Pittman, but I get the point you're making for sure. And I do think, like, you know, if the Bears go out and trade for a wide receiver 1, whether it's Pittman or someone else, or they draft a true wide receiver 1, I do think that's a good thing for Mooney at the end of the day. Talks, I'm picking him next year's A.J. Brown. Let's go. Let's go. All right, educate me on Zach Charbonnet. I need a player profile for every rookie you guys pick. From as many of you guys who want to give me one. All right. 6th round, Christian Kirk, T-Law, Akers, Pierce, Pacheco, Algier, Charbonnet, Pittman, London, Evans, Moore, Miles Sanders, a great pick there for Prey. I considered Sanders back at like 6.1. And into the 7th round we go. George Kittle off the board. I also considered Kittle. Charbonnet cannot be tackled, says Brian. J-Dub's older running back broke out late, 230 pounds, runs angry, soft hands. All right. I'm a lot better at evaluating rookies once they're on an actual NFL team. But beforehand, I'm like, I just don't watch any college, so I'm like lost. So, that'll make me suck at Dynasty even more than I'm already going to. He's like Pierce with finesse. Okay. Talks, I'll pick a rookie receiver a little early to give you a player profile if he's there. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. All right, into the 7th, we got 2 Niners off the board, and George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. I almost went Ayuk over Christian Kirk. So, I think Ayuk is a really good value there at 7.2. All right, I'm going to take a look. Wow, there's still my sleeper. I don't know what's going on. Like, my sleeper is like freezing on one screen. My stream's freezing on one screen, but we're good to go. All right, Zeke's gone here at 7.3. All right, we got Addison off the board. You know what that means? Time for some education from you guys. All right, I'm just taking a quick look at who's available, making a little queue here. Oop. Clicking the wrong things. I won't go too far down yet, but I just want to keep my eye out there. As George Pickens is gone. And, alright, I should be good for a minute now. Rashad White gone. When does playoff Lenny go? Dalton Schultz gone. Man, Monty? I gotta stop talking. Okay. Oh, Tox, were you going for Addison? Got sniped. Chase Brown on the clock. Okay, we got Johnston off the board. Goddard's a nice pick there, man. Kyrie team's looking good for sure, bro. No way you would have been able to draft this team this past year. Talks, Addison, my wide receiver, won in the draft. He's fast, great route runner, good hands. He's smaller, but a good blocker. Absolute draft crush. I hope Green Bay lands him. Obviously, he's slot wide receiver, but that doesn't matter for fantasy. All right. I like the comp. Do you think Green Bay will draft a receiver this coming year? Being that they drafted 2 last year. They won't do it in the first. We know that. Thomas, who's the wide receiver plays for Ohio State? Someone who has knowledge. Let us know. All right, so I wanted Hollywood Brown and Goddard here. Those would have been like my dream picks, but they are long gone. I'm just going to pick up David Montgomery because I don't know why he's available. But he is. No, he's not. And... Man, where do I want to go here? Where do I want to go? I'll go Ingram. I'll get my tight end out the way. Why not? Wide receiver's a little thin for me, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's see. Kyrie, 2 wide receiver 1s, 2 RB 1s, looking good. Yeah, man. I like the squad so far. All stud names, that's for sure. All right, so 7th round wrapped up there. We got Kittle, Ayuk, Zeke, Addison, Pickens, White, Schultz, Johnston, Goodert, Hollywood, J-Mo, Monty off the board. Into the 8th round, we got Ingram and Deontay off the board. Talk says Addison Fitz as wide receiver start, or the 3rd starting wide receiver for Green Bay. Okay. Like it. Chase, I like Johnson as a top rookie receiver because he's a big play receiver, tall and great hands along with super explosive. I like it. I like it. J-Dub says Jackson Smith. Chase Brown, a lot of great wide receiver rookie talent you can't go wrong with. Yeah, and we've definitely seen over like the last couple of years that rookie receivers definitely are developing like faster ever than before. So so many guys can be plugged in right away and have a prominent role early on. Man, I almost went Brian Robinson at 8.1, but I mean 5 running backs might be a little extensive. Let's be a team with a lot of trade value. Talk says imagine Cobb on crack. There we go. It'd be a 1st round pick, so it won't happen. Okay. Unfortunate. What's up, Fantasy Dog? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, we snagged up Ingram there. Prey says my team's looking good. I do like your squad tonight, man. Thomas Marvin Harrison Jr. looks fire. Is he gonna be in this upcoming draft? Kari, I'm the type of guy that goes for studs early for my starters, and for my bench, I go straight upside players. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Good way to go. Draft for value, right? A lot of value at the rookies. Let's go. Okay, so Marvin Harrison Jr. is eligible next year. Spence, what's good, bro? Just packed a guy worth $2 million in FIFA. Let's go. Did you win anything? What's up, Spence? We're actually start doing 2 flexes with the rookies in. Oh yeah, I guess we can start. Let's go, Spence. Huge day. Let's go. All right, 8th round here. We got Ingram, Deontay, Dylan, Cook, B-Rob, Mitchell, Hyatt. Need a player comp. Michael Thomas, Treylon Burks gone. I feel like Burks could be a really good value pick next year. How you doing, Fancy Dog? Good to have you tonight, man. All right, Lamar off the board here. Mike, I wanted to wait for Ingram to fall, but Pitts in the 5th was too tempting. Pitt's a nice little value there in the 5th. Hyde is fast, really fast. That's all I got. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Jahan Dotson gone. I gotta go through and make another queue for this upcoming round. I will let you guys know Allen Robinson is available. I repeat, Allen Robinson is available. Kirk Cousins wraps up the 8th round, and into the 9th round we will go. I'll let you guys know Justin Tucker, kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, is still available. Okay, there are some value players out there, guys. Okay, I want you guys to know. Man, I am like screwed at receiver. Well, I mean, I got Smith, Scary Terry, and my boy Christian Kirk, but receivers pretty dry right now. Pretty dry. All right, I'm gonna just make the rest of my queue while I'm down here with Nick Folk and Jeff Wilson Jr. and Brock Purdy. Man, they moved Brock Purdy up on the rankings. Let's go. He's ahead of Geno and Jared Goff. All right, playoff Lenny starts the 9th round. Let's get it going. Prescott, Dak Prescott is gone. Man, Dak had a huge game. Huge game. Massive game against the Bucs. And he did not throw any interceptions. Guys, I will let you know that quarterbacks Jameis Winston and Colt McCoy are both available at the moment. Man, Darren Waller falling to the 9th is interesting. Like, I'm not very big on Darren Waller. I wasn't this past year just because of the, being so injury prone. But, like, I mean, there's probably a point I would take Waller in the 9th. So, Mike is saying Lamar in the 8th is absurd. Yeah, I mean, you had T-Law go at 6.2, then you had like a pretty steady break at quarterback. So, obviously Lamar's situation up in the air, but like, Lamar at 8.10 is still a steal, Same with Waller at 9.3. So, like, especially when you look at Kyrie just going for receivers and running backs for the first 7 rounds, it's very, very good value for sure. So, Spence, a guy got nerfed because he was so OP. First person to get nerfed like that after EA did the community flipped out and they reversed it. For reference, this was like pulling a 99 golden ticket in Madden. Let's go. So, did you I thought you beat someone like online in FIFA that was big, but you acquired a player for your team in FIFA that was quite good. I haven't played FIFA in like years, so I don't know how it works. But either way, that's super hype, dude. Let's go. Pray I will never draft Dak. I know you won't. I know you won't. Take Purdy over Dak. Pray I'm eating pizza rolls and PB&J. That did. I'm not going to lie. That sounds pretty good right now. I'm not going to lie. Thomas, I'm eating pizza on my lunch break. You guys are making me hungry for pizza. I've been trying to eat healthy. I had salmon and chickpea salad for dinner. I had spinach, chicken, hard-boiled eggs, and like turkey jerky for lunch. For breakfast, I had a green shake and a protein bar, and then I had some protein chips for lunch. That's all I've ate today. Pretty solid. Oh, I ate an apple and I ate a banana. Like when I'm like trying to cut cravings throughout the day, I just eat like a little bit of fruit. Although fruit does have natural sugar, but I'm trying to eat healthy right now. But like all I'm saying is if one of you guys came through right now and handed me some pizza, like I'd probably eat it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm picking up K1 here. My boy Kyler. Man, there are some players available right now that I really like. I'm gonna pick up Tyler Boyd here though. Let's go. Alright, so 9th round. Playoff Lenny, Dak, Waller. We got Downs off the board. I need a player comp on Downs and Tucker. We got Freiermuth gone, Tony gone, J-Mo. That's not J-Mo, that's Jamal Williams gone. Gabe Davis, Juju gone, Herbert's gone. Herbert's a nice pick there at 9.11. I got Kyler off the board, and into the 10th, we got Tyler Boyd gone. Alright, so let's see. Micah says, give me like 5 quarterbacks available for Dak. Jeez. The Dak hate is real. Kyrie, I think I'm a great drafter, but what do I know? Hey, man. Hard to say until the season starts, right? But, yeah, man. Drafting is an important skill. Talk Sean Tucker, the running back I took, was fast, solidish receivers. Negatives don't matter for fantasy. I didn't even see you take a... Oh, yeah, Tucker's right there. I just said that, didn't I? Let's see. Spencer, it's Ultimate Team. I had no idea how to pronounce that player's name. Got him from a base pack. Okay, cool, cool. Let's go. I'm hype on it, bro. Thomas Johnson, you know, healthy. That's what's up. I'm trying. I'm trying, bro. It's hard. But it does, like, feel good, I guess. I'm definitely a snack type of guy, though, so it's been tough. Like, when I want a snack, I just, like, chop up an apple, banana, and I do, like, 2 tablespoons of almond butter. And usually that gets me through. But in my head, I'm like, I should order, like, McDonald's. I'm just kidding. I don't eat McDonald's that often, but, like, I would, like, you know, I should get, like, Chick-fil-A or, like, Chipotle or eat something awful. Not that those are too bad for you, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let's see. Sean Payton's seeking a multi-year deal worth up to $20 million per season. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that the Broncos can definitely accomplish that. So, I mean, there's multiple teams in the Sean Payton race. So, we'll see what happens. How do you guys feel about Sean Payton coming back as a head coach? Good, bad, in between? I think he'll be all right. With the right offensive and defensive coordinator, you know? I mean, obviously, Sean Payton, very successful coach, so. Talks, I have no idea how to compare Downs to. Hands are really good. He's great quickness, but he's not super fast, solid route runner. Spencer, I don't know anything about soccer, bro. I'm sorry. I will Google him. I want to upset you, bro. Alright, I've got him. It's for Spencer. There we go. Everyone acknowledge this is who Spencer got on his FIFA team. We're very happy for him. It's a beautiful day for Spencer. I can't, you guys know I can't pronounce anything to save my life. So, Thomas, Gabe Davis was the biggest bust for me last year. I know he's boom bust, but where was the boom this year? Yeah, I mean, you look at what Gabe did. I mean, week 1, I'll never forget Thursday night stream going into week 1. Steven and I, our call was he better start Gabe Davis. We just ended the stream like yelling Gabe Davis. Good times. So the boom was week 1, week 5, and week 6. Then you probably sat him week 10. You probably started him week 11 because of what he did week 10. Then you got a kind of hype, and then these games weren't that great, right? So, yeah, a lot of bust on the year for Gabe. So, yeah. I mean, really, when you look at his season this year, the receiving yard totals were better, receptions were better, but, like, really not that crazy in comparison to the past 2 years. So, I think we all knew Gabe Davis was risky coming into the year, but we had pretty high expectations for him. So, yeah, there was like a point in the season when you broke down Gabe Davis versus Isaiah McKenzie. Like, overall, in terms of fantasy, like, the numbers weren't that different. So, Spencer, AJ Dillon was my bust. Yeah, I was so high on Dillon. I didn't end up having Dillon in any leagues, but I was so high on Dillon. He just didn't end up falling to me. So that kind of... Although, Dillon, at the end of the year, had a good year. But in terms of where you drafted him and how high some of us were on him going into the year, being labeled a bust is fine for sure. Where is Dillon on the board? There he is. Yeah, I mean, this stretch between weeks 12 and week 17 were really solid. 10 or more points in all those matchups. A touchdown in all those games. So, yeah, man. But you probably dropped him. Week 1 was good, too. But, yeah, you either just sat him on your bench or you dropped him. So, it didn't start till week 12. So. But, like, what was that? Like, what made the Packers say Spencer talks? All you Packers fans. Well, what made the Packers say, let's finally utilize A.J. Dillon. You know, it's like, I feel like the Packers just figured out what their identity was way too late, you know? Spence, I'm just amazed you never saw him. I just don't pay enough attention to soccer, unfortunately. Played in America. Okay. Kyrie, Sutton at 10.10 is great value for his potential. Yeah, and honestly, when you break down Sutton's year, like, full PPR when he was healthy outside of this crappy stretch, it wasn't too bad. Like, he got you 10 points plus every week, except for this awful stretch right there. But and except for week 17. But overall, like this, you know, when he was healthy, he really wasn't. You could rely on him to get you about 10, 12 points every week for what that's worth. Let's see. All right, I got to draft a player. Dang it, I wanted DPJ here. But it's okay because I'm drafting Danny Dimes. I'll take Mooney off the board here. Give me a receiver. Needed another quarterback behind Kyler. So, hey, I kind of like this squad I threw together tonight. Kind of like it. A couple other players I like there, potentially over Mooney. But I'll roll with Darnold Mooney tonight. Why not? Sutton was serviceable in full PPR for sure. Andrea Jones was hurt. That was a good point. All right, Chase. I heard you say this guy. Booty? Probably the most talented receiver. Didn't have a great year at LSU. Had some issues off the field. Dude has insane upside talent. Just needs the right situation. Special talent steal. Okay. I like it. I like it. Green Bay need to create space for Watson, short passes, and watch him run. That's a good point. All right, starting to get some kickers gone. We got Tucker gone. Carlson's gone. First defense off the board is the Cowboys. Micah wanted Danny Dimes. Oh, yeah. I needed that second QB, Broski. Needed him. Yeah, I think, especially depending on how Daniel Jones plays this weekend, like, probably see Jones move up on draft boards a little bit. I've already said Jones and Goff right now are that late tier quarterbacks that I really like going into next year. You got some interesting picks and guys like Watson, Tua depending on his health, Purdy depending on how the rest of his playoffs go and what it's looking like next year. So, yeah, man. Then honestly, when we're looking at quarterbacks in that same kind of tier, I mean, we just don't know enough about Derek Carr or Rodgers. Cousins, I would say, is probably up in that tier where Prescott is. Russell's a big question mark next year. I mean, you got some really big question mark names, right? And Geno off the board. Geno's probably in the same tier. But moving in that next tier, I mean, Russell Wilson a question mark, Tom Brady a question mark, Aaron Rodgers a question mark, Matthew Stafford a question mark, Derek Carr a question mark. And all those guys didn't necessarily have great years, you know. Carr had points in the season where he was fine and then had points where he was really bad. Stafford looked really bad when healthy, outside of week 2 against Atlanta, you know. Russ is self-explanatory. So. Except when he played Kansas City. Russell Wilson played amazing against Kansas City this year and played really well week 4 against Las Vegas. Aaron Rodgers, just no ceiling, did not score more than 19.3 fantasy points on the year. So. Then Brady, once again, just no ceiling outside of week 17 against Carolina Panthers. Had a good game, week 4 against Kansas City, week 5 against Atlanta, 19.7 points. But, like, outside of those 3 performances, 18.5 points or less in every game. So. And we don't know where he's going to be next year. So. Yep. That's probably about it. I mean, you got Trey Lance as a possibility. I don't think you're going to go out and draft like Washington's quarterback or Kenny Pickett. I do think Kenny Pickett could take a big step forward next year. We're still not drafting him, right? Mac and Cheese. didn't really take a step forward this past year like we would have liked to see. He's not really an option, and that's really about it, you know. I mean, Sam Howell had 19.2 fantasy points against the Dallas Cowboys in Week 18. Could be the starter next year. But we'll see what happens. All right, and to the 13th round we go. Give me Goff, Danny Dimes, and Watson over Dak and Cousins all day. Probably a little bit more upside there, right? I still like Dak and Cousins, but I think you know what you're getting with Dak and Cousins, you know. I do think there's probably more upside in the other guys you named there. Do we still think Debo's second rounder talent on San Francisco? Yes, I do. But obviously, you're going to see several more players implemented around Debo than maybe we saw last year, you know. Just a lot of targets to, you know, go around there. Prescott likes to run. Remember, he had back-to-back 6-touchdown season with both Zeke and Pollard. Yeah, but I feel like that rushing upside has really gone down. You know, just 1 touchdown 2022, 1 touchdown 2021, 3 touchdowns in 2019 and 2020. So really since that, since the injury, right? Well, no, because he only had 3 in 2019. But yeah, the 6 touchdown years came 2016 through 2018. And he hasn't topped more than 280 rushing yards since the injury as well. Or even a year before the injury. So his rushing upside has definitely gone down, unfortunately. Man, Dak only had 2,800 passing yards this year, but I guess he did miss, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So Fancy Doc has stand corrected. Yeah, I mean, it feels like that was not that long ago, though, for sure. For sure. Talks, I'm a little nervous taking Debo that high. I mean, I am, too. I'm probably not going to take Debo that high. So, but, like, is his talent alone, does it make him a second rounder? Yeah, the upside's too high, right? Mitchell and CMC plus Ayuk breaking out and always Kittle. Yeah, there's, like I said, a lot of targets to go around, for sure. Debo in the late second, early third. I agree with that, J-Dubs. I agree with that. That's kind of where he went this past year, you know. All right, Prey's already got his hand up. Let me make these last 2 picks. Man, there's some good. My queue has still got 5 players on. There's still some good players available, man. But I'm not going to pick any of them. I'm just going to pick a kicker and defense. And you guys will never know who was on my queue. All right, let me pick a kicker and a defense. Jason Myers got the extension with the Seattle Seahawks. I think 4 years, so I'll go ahead and draft him in honor of that. And wow, you guys decimated the defensive position. So I'll take the Detroit Lions. I mean, the Jags and the Packers and, you know, the Rams and Bucks, Chargers, Saints, Giants are all available. Seahawks. But I'll go with Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions. Why not? All right, Prey, what'd you do tonight, homie? We got Captain Kirk at quarterback. Kittle at tight end. I think you're good there. Late round QB, late round tight end tonight. CMC, Connor, Sanders, Fournette, McKinnon. I think you got good running back value tonight, man, throughout the draft. Sanders was a really nice pick at 6.12. Higgins, Metcalf, Lockett, Cooks, Lazard. I like the receiver room. It is always a little risky taking like 2 receivers on the same team like that, but like Lockett and Metcalf obviously both balled this past year, so I'm not totally against it. I'm not crazy on Cooks going into next year. I do think he could be a nice complementary receiver on the right team, but I'm just not crazy about Cooks. Lazard's probably not going to be a Packer. It's going to depend on his situation, but I'll take Lazard at 12.12 all day long for sure. So good overall team. Got the Bills defense. He'll draft a kicker to finish this out. So starting Cousins, starting Kittle, starting CMC and Connor. Starting Higgins and Metcalf. Then in the flex, you got Lockett, Sanders, Fournette, Cooks, McKinnon, Lazard on the bench. Yeah, great team, bro. Prey drafted all right lately. Gotta watch out for that kid. All right, let's see. Who's up next here? Chase. Well, we do Chase Brown. Good to have you tonight, man. We got Allen and Higbee. I like Higbee at 10.5. Good value there. Got your QB early. That's fine. Got the stack with Diggs. You got Godwin, Judy, Johnston. We got 2 rookie receivers here. By the way, my cat has officially entered the room. So if you guys hear weird screeching, that is just my cat. And she is super annoying and loud. So, everyone say hi. Say what's up. Do a little dance. And please stop screaming. But she's up here. All right, Pacheco, B-Rob, and Jameson Williams. All in the house here for Chase. So, we're looking at... Oh, my God. My cat is so annoying. I'm sorry, Chase. I'm sorry. Oh, Palmer at the end here. I like that for your receiver room, actually. I'm going to smack my cat. All right. So, starting Allen, starting Higbee, starting Cook and Pacheco. And I like... B-Rob was really good value at 8.5, man. I'm still okay with Jamal Williams at 9.8. So, starting Diggs and Godwin or Judy. Then in the flex, Godwin or Judy, right? And then B-Rob. Yeah, good team. And you know more about the rookies on the squad than I do. So they could fit in really nicely as well. Danny Carlson at kicker in the Colts defense. So, good team, man. I like Palmer there at the end, even if that was not you, you know. So, good team, man. Good team. J-Dubs, we love to stream QB. That's your move next year. All right, Kyrie, what we do, broski? What we do. All right, so Lamar at 8.10 and Waller at 9.3 were really solid for you, man. Really, really good value there. And like I'm still worried about Waller, like on a yearly basis. If I draft Waller, like I'm okay with you guys going after Waller. And at 9.3, it's still tremendous value, but I still want a second tight end behind Waller on my team. Same with Kittle. Like you just see the injuries to those two guys on a yearly basis, it feels like, over the past couple seasons. So I'm okay with coming out of the draft with just Waller, but I would try to hold on to second tight end. But regardless, really good value there, right? JJ, D-Hop, Mike Evans, Sutton, Thielen, really good receiver value throughout this draft. 4 running backs in Swift, Najee, Kamara, and Zeke. Good running back value throughout the draft. Obviously, Kamara, the looming suspension potentially, and then Zeke losing some value this past year, but still had a really good year. Like I don't care what anyone says. I know he could potentially see even less carries next year, but you still had this stretch between weeks 3 and week 16 where, you know, he missed 2 games, but outside of that, he only had 1 game with single digits. So, like, just a really good year for Zeke, all things considered. So, I think it's still a good pick. I mean, you're starting Lamar, starting Darren Waller, starting Swift and Harris, starting JJ and D-Hop. Then in the flex, you've got Kamara, Evans, Zeke, Sutton, Thielen. And you pick up Zach Ertz with your final pick. The Niners defense, Tyler Bass. This team is loaded, man. So much talent on this squad. Like, obviously, a lot of veteran-esque players here. Not a ton of youth, but you're coming out of this draft with a ton of value at the end of the day. And a ton of studs. You know, you can always move on from the players who don't present value throughout the season and replace them with players who are presenting value. So, overall, it's a really good draft, man. A lot of value fell to you tonight. All right, coast to coast at 1.7. What we do tonight, man? Hurts at quarterback, Schultz and Njoku at tight end. I think you're good to go there for sure. Man, what a monster game by Schultz this past weekend. Receiver, we got Kupp, Debo, Mike Williams is crazy. Then Tony's a great upside pick at 9.7. Little, like, you know, almost 0 RB team here, but it still worked out for you. Dobbins, Algier, Mitchell, Foreman. Good running back room. Obviously, your upside is relying on receiver, quarterback, and tight end, but that's okay. It's okay. And you got 2 as your backup quarterback, Ravens defense, Robbie Gould. So, great team, man. Guys killed it tonight. Starting Hurts, Schultz, Kupp, Debo, Dobbins, Algier, then Mike Williams in the flex. That leaves you with Mitchell, Tony, Foreman, and Njoku, 2 on the bench. Great team. Guys killed it tonight, man. All right, Taylor Gang, what'd you do tonight, man? Never was able to grab someone I really wanted for value, so settle for Dak and Geno. I think between the two, either one does extremely well. I can play based on matchup for sure. For sure. Have a good night, Andrea. I know you're probably long gone by now, but peace out. Hope you had fun tonight. All right, so let's take a look. We got Prescott and Geno at quarterback, like you already said. Hawkinson at 5.2. I'm good with that. Eckler, Chubb, Hall is just scary. I think Gibson's a fine pick at 10.11. Cooper, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Dotson, and Myers. Good receiver value throughout this draft. You got Cooper, Moore. Myers will be probably on a different team next year, but all wide receiver 1 value. At worst for Myers, wide receiver 2 value. Then Ayuk, great wide receiver 2 value. Dotson, probably wide receiver 2 value at the end of the day. But still Curtis Samuel in that situation behind Scary Terry. But really good value there at 8.11. Eagles defense, Nick Folk. Just another solid team. He went late round quarterback. I think you're just fine coming out of the draft with Dak and Geno, right? You're starting Dak. Starting Hawkinson. Good at that. Starting Eckler and Chubb. Starting Cooper and DJ Moore. And then I love this team because you're in such a good position at the flex. And any of the guys I'm about to name, you could end up starting over the guys I already named. But you got Hall, Ayuk, Dotson as your primary players potentially playing the flex, and you got Gibson and Myers left over. Geno on the bench. Eagles defense. Nick Folk. Great team. Great team. I think it's a really good squad, bro. All right, let's see. What's up, Chase in the house? What's good, bro? We got both Chase Brown and Chase Wellner in the building tonight. OG members out here, man. All right, let's see. J-Dubs, did I skip you? We'll go over J-Dubs next. All right. Late round QB tonight by all definition. Kind of mid, late round tight end too. But we got Purdy and Russ at QB. Goodert and Kmet at tight end. Tight end room looks great. Purdy could be a baller next year. Heavy receiver to start this draft. Receiver room has a ton of upside. Hill, Brown, Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson, Gabe Davis. Whew. You love Gibbs at running back. You guys know more about the rookies than I do. You got Damon Pierce, Cook, Madison. Kind of a 0 RB build. A good-looking team, bro. Tons of upside at receiver. Trade value at receiver. Might be set for the year at receiver with this team. You can play the waiver at running back, right? So you're starting Brock Purdy. Starting Goddard. Kmet on the bench is nice, though. Starting Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, probably flexing Garrett Wilson, but that leaves you with Christian Watson and Gabe Davis as potential flexes on the bench. Then you're probably starting Pierce and Cook maybe to start the year, and Gibbs filters in. Madison depends on what situation he's in next year. Could be RB1, could be on the Vikings buying Cook. So, killed it, man. I like the heavy receiver strat. All right, let's see. Wait, what did I say out loud, J-Dubs? Oh, meow. I see. All right, Micah at 1.11. We got T-Law and Goff. Good quarterback room for sure. Pitts at 5.11, a nice value. JT Walker, Herbert, Hunt. Good running back room, good value here at the end. I'm perfectly fine with JT and Walker as your starters. Waddle, Olave, J-Mo, Deontay, DPJ, Elijah Moore. Good receiver value throughout this draft, man. Nice upside in J-Mo. Nice, consistent type players with the later picks there. So, starting T-Law. I like Goff on the bench, though. Starting Pitts at tight end. You got JT and Walker as your starters. Is beautiful. Got Waddle and Olave. That's beautiful. In your flex, you got J-Mo, Deontay, Herbert, Hunt, DPJ, Elijah Moore, whoever works out for you. So, good-looking squad. Telling him, man, you guys killed it tonight. Just one mock tonight, Pray. Just one. Brian at 1.4. What'd you do, broski? Burrow, quarterback. Knox at tight end. Barkley, Robinson, ETN is scary. Chuba is a good pick at 11.4. We got Smith. What team is Smith on? Let me know. What, some of you guys said probably your wide receiver 1 coming out of the draft, so let me know. Drake London, Addison, you guys know more about the rookies than I do. You got Downs, a lot of rookie receiver value here. Burks, John Mechie. Patriots defense, Butker. So good team, man. Starting Burrow, starting Knox. Knox had a rough year, man. You know. But it is what it is. Still love my guy Knox. Starting Barkley, probably starting ETN, then flexing Robinson. And then your receivers, you can do whatever you want. It just depends on what situations the rookie receivers end up in and who you want to start there. So, good team, Brian. You guys know more about the rookies than I do. All right, let's see. All right, so I think that's everybody. Chase, I'll try to hop in one next time. I'm still in Discord. Sounds good, bro. We'd love to have you, man. Love to have you, man. Way too early dynasty draft request. I'm not going to roll into dynasty content until the Super Bowl is over. I'm not prepared yet. I'm not mentally prepared. But I need to start studying a little bit. So let me think on it, J-Dubs. Let me think on it. But we will do some. I promise. But like the thing is, if I did one right now, if I did one this week, I would have no idea what I'm doing. You know, so I want to start that when I start the actual like dynasty, you know, streams that I'm going to be putting together. So we'll get to them. I promise. So, yeah, man. All right, so that'll wrap it up, guys. Great stream tonight. Had a ton of fun with you guys. That flew by, but great stream. You guys killed it tonight. We'll take a quick look at my team, I guess, and then we'll go and wrap things up. So I got Kyler and Danny Dimes at QB. Ingram at tight end. I'm good with that. Late round quarterback. Want to see how that worked out. Late round tight end essentially at 8.1. Good with Ingram. Let's see. We got Henry, Jacobs, Mixon, Monty at running back. I feel really good about that. Receivers, Devonta, Scary Terry, Kirk, Boyd, Mooney. I think good value, all things considered. Really, I'm looking for a safer floor out of most of these receivers, but still some nice upside with Devonta and Christian Kirk. Running back room looks great to me, but obviously not a lot of youth, and we don't know if Monty will be re-signed to the Bears or if he'll be on a different team, different situation. Then we got Myers, and I went with Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions defense. So be streaming defense probably. But nonetheless, I felt like pretty good value throughout the draft tonight. And interesting squad at 1.12 for sure. So Fantasy Dog with the super chat. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. W's, emojis in the chats. Emojis, W's in the chat for Fantasy Dog. The $5 dono. Thank you, bro. Thank you. We need a rookie review Discord channel. Yeah, we should probably get some like dynasty stuff going on Discord. That's a good idea, J-Dub. So I'll throw that together. All right, man. That's a great way to end it. Fantasy Dog with the super chat. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you, dog. All right, guys, hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button if you guys tuned in. You guys are new to the channel. Check out all the links down below. Follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord if you guys are new to the channel. Best place to get updates, mock draft invites, all that good stuff is through the Discord channel. So, love you too, Fantasy Dog. Love you guys, man. Love this community. Love the Catch fam. I appreciate you guys so much, man. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Appreciate you guys hanging out, talking fantasy early, sticking with me as we're in the dark stages for fantasy football content, and we are a few weeks away from the dark stages of NFL content when the season ends. But nonetheless, I appreciate this community, man, and I love hopping on here, talking with you guys, hanging out with you guys. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys, mocking with me and talking football with me. Always a blast. So, Steven and I will be on tomorrow. I believe we're hopping on at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're just going to talk some divisional round playoff football And then Friday night, Saturday night, I'll hop on with you guys as well. So that'll do it, man. Have a good night, Godfather, Taylor Gang, Fantasy Dog, Prey, Kyrie, Micah, J-Dubs, Chase, Brian, Chase Brown, Andrea, Coast to Coast, Tox, Spencer, Thomas, Albert. I think that's everyone that I can scroll up to. Elliot, Marco, Smokey the Cat Cat. Appreciate you guys, man. I like Steven, just saying. That's nice. I'm sure he appreciates that. All right, guys. Love you guys, man. Love the community. Love the Catch fam. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Everyone be safe. Have a great night. And that'll do it. With that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the Catch.